Another question that I have is, who is your ideal client? The more specific, the better.
Yeah, so our ideal client are VPs of marketing at B2B tech companies, SaaS companies, computer software, that industry. Typically, the companies that we work with size between 10 employees and 1,000 employees, and then they have an annual budget of around 5 million to 150 million. That's our ideal client, ICP.
Yeah, no, I love that. And you're probably the first one that have gotten that specific on the ideal client. So that's awesome because
I learned from the best.
that's awesome because a lot of people say I do everyone, right? Like I take on any project, I take on whoever wants to do business with me, but it's very hard to know if I'm someone, or maybe it's a listener on this show or a viewer that's watching this on YouTube, right? And they might be your ideal client, but or they might be your industry partner, but they don't know what to refer you because you say you do everything. So it's like, all right, well, but if you say something very specific, like you just did, computer software, VP of marketing, director of marketing, company size, annual revenue, that's very specific. I know people that are your ideal client,
Yeah.
and I can refer you those people. I may have already got out of a meeting with that person.
It's really counterintuitive. I use that phrase a lot, obviously, but when you're honed in, and this goes back to what we mentioned about the websites, you're known for something.
Right.
When a keyword or a key phrase is sparked up in conversation or in a meeting room, um, something along those lines, I want to be the one that comes to mind for website development, website maintenance, B2B companies. So if you're listening to this, I would encourage you to get honed in. And we were not like that up until
Right.
recently, especially with our ICP. We were all over the place. It kind of had an identity crisis with who we should really focus on.
Mhm.
And it wasn't until recently that we really started doing, I
Right.
mean, we had worked with B2B companies, but focused solely on that.
Right.
And even with the websites, we had mentioned that in the
Right.
beginning where we were all over the map with social media,
Right.
SEO, PPC, hone in on one thing, hone in on an ICP and go for it.
And it's normal. So those who are listening to this episode, it's totally normal. Everyone goes through growing pains, and everyone, it's like trial and error. You have to like just do it and see what works for you. And then you get, the more specific you get with your ideal client, the better. So you nailed it, Sam. I really loved it. You nailed it when it comes to who your ideal client is.